Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Hinojosa, and I am a kindergarten teacher with the Edinburgh School District. This is my third year teaching, and in this video, I'll be reflecting on the learning theories and ideas from our course that shape the way I teach and see my students. And this is my title, Growing into the Educator I Am Becoming. We have motivation and self-efficacy. One of the first topics that I connected with was motivation. In our Pearson textbook, Woolfolk said students lose motivation if they don't feel like they can succeed. And I see that even in my kindergarten class. Some of my students come in already saying that they can't do it, it's too hard. And that's why I focus on effort-based praise, like saying, your brain is so strong, or mistakes help us learn, or it's okay if you don't get it on the first try. This connects directly with Bandura's theory of self-efficacy, which helped me understand that when kids believe they can improve, they're more likely to try. Moving on to routines and classroom environment. Another big learning moment came when reflecting on my own classroom management. Woolfolk reminded us that without solid routines, time is lost. And that couldn't be more true in kindergarten. I've noticed that if my students don't have a routine or we're doing something different, they lose it. And sometimes they don't even feel comfortable and they'll even ask for our normal routines. And routines aren't just for order, they help kids feel safe. And I model behaviors like listening and cooperation daily, and over time, those routines become comforting. We see Schubert's traditionalist approach help me see that structure and repetition aren't outdated, they're actually essential for young learners. With teacher efficacy and growth, we also explored teacher efficacy. And one quote that stuck with me was how high efficacy teachers set high goals and reteach when needed, and they don't give up and they don't move on. This reminded me of my own growth. During my first year, I often doubted myself, but over time, I've learned to stay calm, stay present, and adapt. I connected with a classmate. They shared a story about a mentor teacher whose calm presence helped students feel safe. And that resonated with me because when I'm safe and I know what I'm doing and I'm calm, my students will also feel safe in our classroom. And I want to be that kind of teacher, that consistent and confident and supportive teacher for my students. We have Vygotsky's CPD in kindergarten. And one of my favorite theories we explored was Vygotsky's, zone of proximal development. It helped put into words what I do every day and scaffold learning just enough to help without doing the work for them. Whether it's letter sound or solving word problems, I guide students within their zone, building confidence and independence step by step. Peer learning is also a big part of this. I've seen how much students learn from one another, especially during our centers or small group time. We have attribution theory and mindset. We also discuss attribution theory and how some students blame themselves and give up. Sadly, I've heard my own students say things like, I'm not smart or this is too hard for me. That's why I try to build growth mindset in my classroom. Mistakes are okay, and trying again is celebrated and accepted. One classmate shared that their older students had already internalized negative beliefs, and they reminded me how important it is for me as a kindergarten teacher to address mindset early and let my students know that they're capable of doing anything. Final reflections. This course has helped me realize that theory isn't just something in a textbook. It's something I live every day in my classroom, from Vygotsky to Bandura, and from motivation to mindset. These ideas have helped me grow as a teacher, and more importantly, they've helped me better support my students. Wiggins and McTighe reminder to the reminder to plan with the end in mind, and that is something I'll continue to carry with me. Everything we do should be a purpose and to help students grow. And the biggest thing I've learned is that perfection is not the goal, growth is. And that's what I remind my students every day and what I remind myself as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope everyone finishes the semester strong. Thank you.